Hello everyone, nice to have you back for another episode of our 107 channel. Today we will work on Olaf's Chianti Red 560. You might remember some weeks ago I went to Tuscany to see Olaf and to admire his estate in the hills of Tuscany. Anyway, his car is here. In our garage, amongst other jobs, we will deal with a very strange issue: direction indicator stalk not working. You might have noticed this is my new habitat. I am now the proud owner of a lift right behind me, that blue thing, and a chain hoist on a rail. We, meanwhile, got all the necessary tools. We are now an almost fully equipped workshop. Back to the topic: direction indicator stalk not functioning. Once you turn the wheel, the stalk does not snap back into position 0, but remains either blinking right or blinking left. We start right after introduction. I am back in the boot where the battery is sitting in a 560, very nice with the original cover. Instead of a spare tire, I found 12 bottles of Chianti in the spare tire compartment. They will be gone one by one in a short time. Grazie Olaf, sei molto generoso. We disconnect the minus of the battery and go back underneath the steering wheel. That rubber cover is easy to remove. We now got access to the screws underneath it. I removed the cover of the loudspeaker as well to protect it from scratches while fiddling with the stalk. We now unbolt these two screws to remove the stalk. Now these two smaller screws will have to go as well. The stalk is being connected to this quite thick cable here. Here we got this socket with 14 pins. I disconnect it, pull it towards me so I got some room to move. Just unbolt these two screws so you avoid dismantling the stalk completely. This here is the notch which will be released to make the stalk go back to 0 or horizontal. This here is the notch which will be released to make the stalk go back to 0 or horizontal. For example, I want to turn to the right. This notch here pops out, protruding a little, and should touch that counter notch here at the steering column. Once I go straight on again, the notch at the steering column should press that plastic notch here back inside. This makes the stalk go back to 0. In here we got two small coil springs. One of them got unhinged for some reason. It was a fiddling job actually for a watchmaker to put this spring back into place. I think I found the culprit of this malfunctioning stalk. For example, I now want to turn to the left. The notch is protruding, will need a little greasing, and then we will bolt it all together again and have a look if it works. So the stalk has been bolted in again with these two screws. When the stalk is in position 0, the steering wheel must be straight aligned with the front wheels. Otherwise the two notches would be engaged at the wrong moment when you make a turn. I now reconnect that socket with 14 pins. Everything is back in place. Every component is bolted. Let me fire her up. I activate the turn signal to the left, turn the wheel to the left. When steering straight on again, the stalk should snap back into position 0. Let me try the other side, activating the turn signal to the right and steering to the right, going round that imaginary bend, steering straight on again, and the stalk is snapping back to position 0. So this job was the first one amongst others on my list. All because of a small spring that got unhinged somehow. The notch could not engage to the counter notch to make the stalk slide back to position 0. Olaf does not have to do this manually anymore. Things are back to normal when engaging the turn signal. We will carry on with this very car and some other issues. Thank you for watching. See you again next time. Bye bye everyone.